Inspiring.
Fun.
Exciting.
Stimulating.
A SCITT is a school-centred initial teacher training programme, which basically is a method for training teachers but focused specifically on a school setting.
I chose the SCITT route because I felt that I wanted a really practical course, one that would put me in touch with teachers who had lots of experience, who are outstanding in their field, so that I could pretty much learn from the best and be submersed in the school, because the SCITT gives you so much more time in school. I felt that it would be really beneficial to my learning and my teaching practice.
I love teaching for various reasons. I think it's really rewarding. I like the satisfaction of helping students become a better them. I think my subject, English, it's the best subject because it teaches you a variety of different things. It teaches you confidence first and foremost. It teaches you to get grips with the language so you can articulate yourself, so you can go out into the world and you can make a difference to everyone. I like the fact that I am playing a key role in an individual child's education.
I chose the Leicestershire Secondary SCITT because for me being in Leicester was really, really important. I know that I'm a local certainly, and I wanted to teach locally. And also I know that the SCITT offers the opportunity of being in schools pretty much straight away, and also gave me the advantage of having the PGCE qualification with the University of Leicester. So it felt like a logical fit.
I did my degree in languages in French and Spanish at Durham University. I decided to come to Leicester because it's a really diverse place to train to teach. It means you get a whole variety of people, a whole variety of students, and I felt that that would be the best way to prepare myself for a career in teaching.
One of the real benefits of the Leicestershire Secondary SCITT is the breadth of school-based placements that you will encounter as part of your training, from your two main phases of training in a local secondary partner school through to your special school training and your sixth form placement, along with your time spent in a primary school to allow you to see the bigger picture and the progression across key stages. The Leicestershire Secondary SCITT combines not only experienced teachers to mentor and tutor you in pedagogy, but also gives you a number of opportunities to put that into practice through being very much a school-centred initial teacher training programme.
My week's placement for post-16 was fantastic. It gave me the opportunity to see what the A-level version of my subject really looked like. I was given the opportunity to do some teaching, work with some students, and it meant that although I ended up working in the school where I got my post-16 placement, I had a real experience of what it's like to drive students at that sort of high level of work.
The variety of placements that you go on, it's rigorous, it's challenging, it's fulfilling, and just that variety and the contrast that each of them have, and your needs are met because if there's a particular area that you're interested in, the SCITT help you place you at that particular school.
So we work in partnership with Leicestershire Secondary SCITT, and that operates across a number of secondary schools in the city, and we do that for a number of reasons. It allows us to engage with the training that our NQTs are going to have received, and also allows us to access people who we can then look to recruit into the future. And they're familiar with the city, and that means that they understand the climate within which they'll be working, and that also they've built up a network with other schools, and that allows them to get support that they need as they start their teaching career.
When you're on the SCITT course, you're going to have plenty of opportunity to secure your NQT post. We have wonderful relationships with our partnership schools, and many of our teachers are employed by them, and our employment rates are higher than many other providers.
I think the best feature was the support. I will say that always first and foremost, that in every moment, in any part of the year, there is someone there to encourage you, to motivate you, to challenge you as well. And I think that was the key.
It was the programme managers and especially the lead subject tutors pushing you to get the best experience you can and actually motivating you in order that you are being sent into the world of teaching to be the best that you can be and hopefully to go on and inspire others as we go on through our teaching career.
My lead subject tutor and her sessions are absolutely fantastic. She gives us so much support. They're based around particulars in our subject area, which means that we get some input from somebody who is teaching and who is in that environment. And she's always bringing us different ways to do things that will make us so much more effective as teachers. And things that will also be able to make our lives a lot more fluid and a lot easier to help us get through this journey, which is quite challenging but very rewarding at the same time, and I don't know where I'd be without her.
The most supportive element of the SCITT has been the subject mentor and our SCITT groups. We really look after each other, and the subject mentors who come in, they're looking after you, they're teaching you new things, and they're really supportive. Any things that you think are a concern, they will address with you. They'll find you different strategies to use in the classroom. Your group acts like your family and you help each other, and I think that professional dialogue has been really crucial just to make me a better teacher.
I think I'd reached a point in my life where I'd done so much within the 10 years in terms of work in the supply chain, retail, production, travelled all over the world, and it was time to really make a change, make a difference, and relay some of that information, knowledge and understanding back to young minds. And that's when I realised that actually I want to help children understand what I've been through and what I've learnt and relay that information back.
I always wanted to be a teacher. Ever since I was in school myself, I knew that that is where I would end up. For me, it was the opportunity to work with young people in the classroom, to continue my own interests in learning, and it felt like a career that I could continue to progress in.
Right, I remember my interview day. When I came here, it was very organised by the SCITT team. They sat us down. First thing we had to do was plan a lesson for potential candidates. So from there, you were already given an insight of what you would have to do. As part of your interview, you also had to plan a lesson, create your own resources, aid children as they were learning and make sure they were making progress, all part of being a teacher. So from that very first moment walking through then, I felt I had an insight of what was to come, and it didn't put me off, and I got a place here.
The advice that I would give someone teaching as a career is, first and foremost, you need to be someone that is motivating. You need to be somebody that wants to encourage and inspire young people. You are working with teenagers. That's a wonderful thing. It's the best thing you can do, in my opinion. You need to be somebody that wants to take somebody from A to B, that wants to make them the best of themselves. You will work hard, there will be challenges, but my goodness, is it worth it? The responsibility is worth it. And actually, when you see the progress you've made with these pupils, when you see actually how you have impacted and inspired young people, that's a massive thing.
If you'd like more information about how you could access teacher training, then please get in touch with the Leicestershire Secondary SCITT.